Hi everybody! So before I jump into everything, I just want to see if you guys can notice a difference because I finally got an HD camera and I'm super excited about it because a lot of you guys have been bugging me for ages to get an can't talk today, to get an HD camera, and I finally got one. I love it. And if you're curious about the camera that I got, it will be linked down below because I can't remember the numbers and letters off the top of my head, but it's a Sony and I love it. So I figured it would be appropriate for my first video in HD to be a tutorial. Now this isn't a full-on makeup tutorial or anything, but I still think it can be a really helpful video because I get a lot of questions about concealer and how to cover up under eye circles. Now, this may seem like a very basic thing to know, but everybody has different issues with their eye area. I personally don't have the biggest issue with under eye circles yet. I'm really surprised that I don't have an issue because if you follow me on Twitter, then you know that I'm always up till the wee hours of the morning, just really odd hours. I'm up and tweeting randomly. So I'm really surprised that I don't look like a complete zombie yet, but I'm sure I'm on my way there. But anyways, ramble over. I will be showing you guys how I cover up my dark circles on those days when I feel like I just need a little extra coverage. I usually don't wear this every single day. It's just for those days where I feel really tired and when I wake up I just look like a zombie pretty much. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys out and let's go ahead and jump into it. Alrighty, so I'm just wearing my Bobbi Brown Natural Finish Long Lasting Foundation, and then I went ahead and put concealer on this eye so you guys could kind of see the difference between my eyes with concealer and without concealer. And like I said before, I don't have the hugest problem with dark circles, but you can definitely tell that there is a difference between this eye and this eye. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the first step. So the first thing I do is I take my Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado, and this is just a moisturizing eye cream. It does nothing for preventing wrinkles or anything like that. This is strictly just a moisturizer, so if you want something with anti-aging properties, this is not the eye cream for you. But I like using this during the day because it's a little bit thicker and I like how it works with my concealers. It just makes my concealer go on a lot smoother. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my ring finger and I'm just going to pat this underneath my eye area. Okay, so I've let my eye cream dry for about 30 seconds, and now I'm going to take my Diorskin Sculpt Lifting Smoothing Concealer, and this is in the color number 2. I believe it's called Beige, and this is just a concealer with a doe foot applicator, so it's a creamy concealer, and I really like this because it has a yellow base to it, so it'll cover up any kind of dark circles that I have, and it also stays in place all day, so it doesn't crease or anything, and I have a huge problem with creasing. Anything that I put underneath my eyes usually creases, but this doesn't, so that's why I really like this concealer. So I'm just going to take this and dot it underneath my eyes, and you don't need much. A little bit goes a long way with this concealer, and I'm just going to take my ring finger and pat it in. Now, using the eye cream beforehand is just going to make this a lot easier to apply. It's already really easy to apply, but I just like the consistency you get with the eye cream underneath. And you want to make sure that you're getting in the inner corners as well because usually people tend to have a little bit of purpleness right here on the inner corner. Okay, so next I'm going to take my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC20 and I'm going to get a little bit on my ring finger. And I'm just going to sit with it on my finger for a little bit just because I kind of want it to warm up with my body heat. So I'm just going to wait for a few seconds. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to pat this underneath my eye area as well. And again, you don't need much of this concealer either. A little bit goes a long way with the Studio Finish. So I'm going to put some on my eyelid too. And I like using this concealer because it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it kind of gives a slight brightening effect. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to take my Benefit Powderflage, and this is just a kind of a brightening setting powder for under eye concealer, and I'm going to take my Sigma SS224 brush, which is just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to get a little bit on the brush Gotta be careful here because this stuff tends to fly everywhere if you're not careful. And then I'm just gonna swirl a little bit in the cap just to make sure that it's evenly distributed on the brush, because you don't want a ton of powder underneath your eyes. So I'm just gonna take this and then just sweep it underneath my eyes. Okay, so that is it, and I just went ahead and did the rest of my makeup, but as you can see, there are no dark circles in sight. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye!